Crystal Palace will make efforts to bolster their squad in the January transfer window after a mixed start to the new season at Selhurst Park. Oliver Glasner's side lost 1-0 to Arsenal last time out, extending their winless run to 4 games across all competitions in the aftermath of a 19-game unbeaten streak. Palace have now dropped to 10th place in the Premier League, and believe improvements could be made in January in an attempt to bolster their ambitious plans. As a result, their recruitment team are already working to identify available targets, with Jobe Bellingham one of the names on their list. Football Insider exclusively revealed on 22nd of October that Bellingham could be set to leave Dortmund, with a return to English football in mind after just 6 months away. The Eagles have long been linked with a move for him, as Palace scouts were tracking Bellingham at Sunderland, and are among the clubs rumored to be interested. Football Insider exclusively revealed on 25th of October that Crystal Palace have registered their interest in Bellingham and could make a move in January. However, the Eagles are believed to be concerned by the midfielder's attitude and his entourage, which have been cited as the reasons for his potential Dortmund exit. That is according to former Man United and Blackburn chief scout Mick Brown, who remains very well connected within the game, as he exclusively told Football Insider that negative reports surrounding the 20-year-old are a major concern. "From what I hear, there have been a few issues at Dortmund," he told Football Insider. His dad has been at the center of a lot of it and has been told to stay out of the restricted areas, because he's asking questions about why his son isn't playing and that sort of thing. Whether those are the only issues, or the player has had issues himself, I think it's a mixture. That's why there's been this talk about whether he could come back to England already. Crystal Palace were one of the clubs I've heard have been interested in them, but from what I know about their recruitment, I think the attitude will be a major concern. It won't just be Palace having question marks about that, though, there will be others too. Clubs don't want to be bringing these characters into the dressing room if they're going to bring these types of issues with them. So it's up to Palace or whoever to do their due diligence, figure out what the problem is, and then decide whether it's something they'll be able to deal with. I think in terms of Bellingham the player, there are a few question marks, but he's shown promise, but the off-field stuff isn't ideal at all. Palace have always placed emphasis on signing the right characters as well as the right players, evidenced by the likes of Martini and Eberechiez, and are now having doubts. Man United and Sunderland plot Bellingham moves. Palace are not the only Premier League side being linked with a move for the midfielder, as Man United are also on Bellingham's list of admirers. However, former Everton CEO Keith Winess told Football Insider on 23rd of October that Bellingham could snub Man United in favour of rejoining Sunderland in January. Winess added that Bellingham would not fit in at Man United, whereas a temporary switch to the Stadium of Light makes the most sense. This comes after Brown told Football Insider that Bellingham should stick with Dortmund and prove his worth rather than immediately jumping ship at the first sign of trouble. The 20-year-old has made 12 appearances across all competitions so far, but just 4 of those have come from the start, leading to growing frustrations.